Good morning, friends. The time is 7:52 a.m. on the 6th of February, 2025. Of course, that is the 7th and a Friday for our friends on the other side of the planet there. Hello, Indonesia. Hello, Vanuatu. Hello, New Zealand. Hello, Australia. And I'm not going to stop saying it until somebody tells me to stop. Hello, Melbourne. I hope everybody's doing awesome today. You know what? We're at 531,000 folks and change today. That's how many members we have here. I can't believe these numbers. They are nuts. They're nuts, and I love them. Well, I can't believe them. I see them every day, but they still blow me away. I appreciate every single person here, let alone 531,000 people. So it's a lot of appreciation. Who am I? Sorry, I'm just babbling there. My name is Lee. I'm the guy who started the group. Well, I thought it was funny. That Facebook group you're a member of, the Facebook group where you saw this video, unless you're seeing it on YouTube. But anyways, I'm the guy who started that group. Well, I thought it was funny. The one with the cow saying, well, I thought it was funny and all that funny stuff there. Yeah, that's the group I started. Anyways, that's who I am. I heard that you're you, and I heard that you're amazing. I didn't hear it. I know that you're amazing because you helped me create this group with 531,000 people. That's right. That's amazing. I couldn't do that. There's no way I could do that. We did that. And that makes me happy. So freaking happy. And can you tell I'm happy today? I am. I'm tired. I'm always tired in the morning. But I got coffee. And I got 531,000 internet friends in this funniest city on the internet. That's right. We have more people than many cities. So I like to call us the funniest city on the internet. You'll probably hear me say it again at the end of the video, but I think it sounds good. I said yesterday, do we need a city charter? But we have our group rules. That's our city charter. Great day. It's not, and you know what? It's a little warmer today. It might make it up to minus 10 Celsius. That's way better than a high of minus 24 Celsius, folks. So there's that too. I'm also working a hockey game tonight, so hey, you know what? It's a great day, and I hope we help you have a great day, folks, because it's a funny place we live in, this funniest city on the internet. So let's laugh. So let's move it along to the next little bit, and that next little bit is something I try to do every day, and I like to feature at least one or two posts from our members, a post that made me laugh. That's what I'm trying to say. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring them up here. The two posts I have today are from Jeannie Harris and Helen Rivera. So Jeannie Harris and Helen Rivera, thank you for your posts. I'll bring up the first one from Jeannie Harris. Here it is right now. And I kind of like it. Not that I would want it in my living room. Says challenge accepted. I expected something like this would be pretty expensive, actually. But it looks like it's relegated to a basement from this photo. Somebody got it for cheap. All right, enough of that one. Thank you very much, Jeannie. I really appreciate that. Once again, that's from Jeannie Harris. Now the next one here is from Helen Rivera. Bring it up right now. Now, I don't hear this very often because I'm a guy. I'm not trying to be sexist or anything. It's just true. You don't hear that very much as a guy. But at the same time, yeah, it kind of... Did I look like crap yesterday? Thanks, folks. All right. I don't have to explain it. Sorry, it's funny, though. Thank you, Helen, and thank you, Jeannie. Thank you so very much for your post, folks. And I say it every day. Just because I don't feature your post doesn't mean that your post isn't important. It's just these are the ones that just made me laugh most recently, right before making the video sometimes. So thank you, both of you. Thanks to both of you. Thanks to everybody for your posts. And keep them coming in, folks. That's the only way we're going to stay fresh and funny is if we have stuff to share, right? So once again, let's keep things moving along. Now let's take a look at the top 10 countries where our members reside. This is in order from 10 to 1. Bring them all up at once, though, so you can read them at your convenience, but I'll read them off anyways. And I am going to be reading stuff off, so if you see me cranking my head to the side, it's just so I can read properly. So, number 10, we've got Kenya with 3,648 members. Then we've got Ireland at 4,246. Then in number 8, it's New Zealand at 5,922 members. Then in number 7, we've got Nigeria, 10,583 members. Number 6, South Africa, 10,912 members. I remember trying to get 10,000 people in South Africa. Look at that, we got it. And then in number 5, it's the Philippines with a whopping 11,061 members. How are you doing, Philippines? I hope you're all doing great there. And then in number 4, my home country, Canada, with 29,220 members. Number 3, Australia. You're going to hear a lot about Australia in the next list. But number 3 is Australia with 38,741 beautiful members. Number 2, the United Kingdom with 72,442 members. How are you doing, folks? And then in number 1, by a large margin, is the United States with 312,271 members. That's our top 10 countries this morning, folks. So that's pretty cool. But let's narrow it down a little bit more. Let's take a look at our top 10 cities. And this is where you can really see Australia shine. And, well, actually, Australia shines all the time. Just a wonderful place full of wonderful people. But let's bring up that list right now. And I think this is really cool. So we're going to start off in number 10 with Nairobi, Kenya. We got 1,506 members there. In number 9, London, UK, with 1,684 members. Number 8, here's our first spot, taken up by an Australian city, Adelaide, with 2,103 members. And then in number 7, Sunshine Coast, Australia, 2,169 members. Number 6, Brisbane, Australia. That's getting a little crazy, isn't it? Brisbane, Australia with 2,267 members. Number 5 is Canberra with 2,276 members. You folks are burning it up. Number 4, we've got the Big Apple, New York, at 2,558 members. Number 3, beautiful Perth, Australia with 2,657 members. Number 2, Sydney, Australia, 3,545 members. And in number 1, I'm going to say it. I love to say it. It's Melbourne with 3,760 wonderful members. Holy smokes, Australia, you really, really burn up that chart. I just love the fact that we are so popular in those cities. Now, I understand how it works. I understand why it's kind of skewed towards Australia. Australia, like Canada, has most of their people in a small number of cities. And that skews these numbers, but it's still amazing. It still just blows my mind that 7 of our top 10 cities are Australian cities where our members are coming from. And you know what? That has given me an idea that I've been thinking about for about a week now, and I've talked about it a couple times. I want to get out there and see you folks out there. I want to get out to Australia. It's not cheap. I can't afford it right now. I have this maybe dumb idea. I don't know. But the idea is to maybe do a fundraiser on the group to get out there. It would only cost like a dime each if we did everybody, if everybody chipped in. But if, a few people chipped in $1, I'd be out there no problem. And why do I want to get out there? It's not selfish, not just to get me there. Well, there's part of that. I'd love to get to Australia. But the big thing I want to do is that the bigger part of this idea is I'd like to raise the money to go to Australia, rent a hall, hire a comedian, send out tickets to our members of the group and their family or whatever. It's got to be free because I'm not allowed to make money in Australia unless I get a different kind of visa. And hire a comedian to do 2 sets and stream those sets live to our group on Facebook, like just doing like a Facebook video live. At the same time, stream it to YouTube and stream it to Twitch probably to make sure that, everybody can see it easily. But it would be a comedy show just for you and I. A comedy show just for our group, an international show. I think it's nuts. I think it would bring a lot of publicity to the group. And I think it'd be crazy if we could accomplish that. Because, I don't know. Do you think we could do it? Should I even try? Let me know. If there's anybody out there actually watching, let me know what you think. Should I bother trying this? Because I think it'd be a really fun thing and an incredible thing to do. If we could accomplish this as a group, get me out there, that would be nuts. And I'm talking about a comedy show for us, folks. And don't worry, it's not me doing the stand-up or anything. I would hire a local comedian in whatever city or community that I would end up in. I'm thinking I probably should go to Melbourne. Speaking of that, I could just imagine me showing up in Melbourne and this happening. Sorry, I lifted that obviously from Mad Max, one of my favorite movies of all time. And see, I'm not just saying that because I want to get to Australia. I freaking love Mad Max. All of the Mad Max movies, but especially the first two. But anyways, I made that little thing because it was just going through my mind. Anyways, let's do this. Let's see if we can do it. Let me know what you think. But let me know what you think. I'm going to stop talking about it right now. And, I guess we got to keep things rolling along. Let's see, I talked about what time it was and what day it was on both sides of the planet. I said hello to you folks. I said hello especially to my friends in Melbourne. And then I talked about how much we've grown, how many amazing, wonderful people like you are here. And then I think I showed off a couple of posts. And I talked about our top 10 cities and countries. Well, countries and cities. And then what would come next? Well, I guess it must be bad jokes! I was gonna cook alligator for supper tonight, but I only have a crock pot. Which one is faster? Hot or cold? Hot. You can catch a cold. Why did the cookie go to the doctor? It was feeling crummy. What state is known for its small drinks? Minnesota. I just read an interesting fact. Bruce Lee had a vegan brother. Yeah, his name was Brocco Lee. Why did the rabbit go to the salon? He was having a bad hair day. You just can't trust atoms. They make up everything. What did the plumber say to the singer? Hey, nice pipes! What kind of shoes do ninjas wear? Sneakers. How do you get in touch with a penguin? You give him a wing. I tell you every day that those jokes are bad. So if you're coming back for them, it's not my fault. But boy, am I glad that you are coming back. And you know what? I know a few of you are. Rose Glad told me just a few videos ago that she comes back for the bad jokes. I love it. I love that people come back for these. They're hard to do because they're hard to find now. I've been running out of ones. If you can supply me with some, I'd be so happy and I'll give you credit. Just send those jokes to jokes@willithoughtitwas.com. That's jokes@willithoughtitwas.com, or even just leave them in a comment in one of these videos. Just make sure you tag me. Or if you're uploading a meme that's actually a joke that you think I could use, tag me when you upload that meme, because there's a way better chance of me seeing it. And I need jokes, or I'm gonna run out of jokes, because I'm not much of a joke writer. I did write a really good joke one time. Well, not really good, but good enough that it was stolen by a pretty famous, at least famous in Canada, comedian. And you know what, more power to him. I'm not going to tell that story right now, but someday I will. I'll tell you that story right here about the joke that I performed that got stolen and made better by somebody else. But anyways, I need some jokes. Send me some jokes if you got them. And today I featured 2 jokes from my wonderful, beautiful wife, Wendy. Those jokes were the one about cooking alligator, and the other one was which one is faster, hot or cold? So those 2 jokes are from my wonderful wife. One of those jokes comes from a cookie package, or a biscuit package, or a bar package. Those cookies are called penguin cookies, or I call them penguin cookies. Other people call them penguin bars. Each one is individually wrapped. Each one has a penguin joke on it. I've been using one of those jokes every day for the last week and a half, maybe, if that. And I want to continue to do so, but I'm out of penguins. So if you can provide me with some penguin biscuits, via the mail, I'll pay for them, and I'll pay for the shipping. You would not be out of pocket, as long as it makes sense. Not just 1 or 2 packages. We'd have to get a few, because we've got to make this shipment worthwhile, right? But that said, there's another option too. Those biscuits are made by McVitie's, a wonderful maker of cookies and biscuits, or whatever you want to call them. And you know what? I'm talking to you, McVitie's. Why don't you sponsor my joke segment? It'd be really cheap. I mean, come on. There's not that many people watch it, but there's the potential that more people might watch. You sponsor it, I'm going to shout your names from the rooftops. You're going to see your logo here. You already see it right here, right now. But I'll take off that not sponsored by. I'll wear a penguin hat if you want. You know, I dare you. I dare you to sponsor my joke segment. I bet you. What, are you scared? Are you scared, McVitties? Huh? Are you a chicken? Bark! Okay, enough of that craziness, folks. But if you do want to sponsor McVitties, I am 100% open to that. But for the rest of the folks out there, I am just trying to have some fun. We got to fill these videos up with something, right? Think about it, McVitties. All right, enough of that silliness. I have a favor to ask that I ask every day. Actually, it's 2 favors. I might as well start off by saying it's 2 favors. First part of that favor, or the first favor, is if you're out and about today, if you're amongst humans, can you do me a favor and try to make somebody laugh? You know, it doesn't matter if they're having a bad day or a good day. If you make them laugh, their day's a little bit better than it was just a moment ago. Don't be annoying about it, but you know, crack a joke here or there. As long as they're appropriate and funny, you can make somebody's day a lot better. And you never know if that person really needed that at that point anyways. So go ahead, make somebody laugh. You're doing something amazing if you do. And we already know you're capable of amazing things because you and I have built this amazing group together. That second part of that favor, or the second favor, it goes along with the first one. You know, making somebody else laugh is very important. But you know what else is important? You're important. So try to make sure you're laughing. There's no, switch between sad and happy. I totally get that. But I hope you get a few laughs today. I hope you have you spend some time laughing today. I hope something makes you crack a smile, makes you giggle, makes you crack up. I hope we help you with that too. I hope you find something on our site that makes you laugh. You've certainly been sharing stuff with other people, making them laugh. You're awesome and you deserve to be happy. And hopefully we're helping you with that. The whole idea of this group was to spread laughter, and I think we've been freaking successful. Look at how many people we have. Look at that number. Just look at it. It's crazy. I don't even want to say it. It's so crazy. I can't believe it. What I'm talking about. I like to throw stuff up on the screen. It makes me feel like I'm doing something. But at the same time, I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud of what we created. So, we've been successful spreading some laughter here, I think. And if I can help you laugh, not just me, the group that we created together, if we can help you laugh, it makes me happy. So thank you. Thank you for listening to that. It sounds cheesy, but it's very sincere. Very sincere. So my next thing, something I do every time, and I'm so sorry, but we spent so much time with this group, and I'm just trying to figure out a way to make it make sense. This is like a little commercial. What we're doing is we're asking you for some pocket change, basically, if you can spare it. If you've got $2, $3, $5 you can spare, anything like that, it'll go a long way to helping us keep this group going. I spend 6 hours every day working on the group. It's worthwhile, don't get me wrong, but it takes away from a lot of other things, and that is a job, 6 hours a day. If you can see it in your heart and you can afford it, it would definitely help us out here. That's it. I got this little video that I made. I'm going to just throw it up and stop talking about it. I'm going to do that right now. Please don't hate me. Friends, I got a favor to ask you, the kind of favor that I don't like asking anyone, and it's really uncomfortable and it's really hurting me to ask, but here I am asking, can you spare a few bucks? $2, $3, maybe $5. Anything will help. And what's it for? It's to help us dedicate the time to keep this group that you and I have created going and growing. We've created an amazing community of more than 500,000 people. And this community is always under threat from Facebook for deletion. Right now we're doing really good, but only because we dedicate a lot of time. How much time? I'm dedicating 6 hours every day minimum to this group. Why? Because if we just open the floodgates and let everything through, our group would be gone. It's just the nature of Facebook and meme groups. So if you see it in your heart and you think this is a worthwhile cause and you have some spare change, we would absolutely appreciate. We have a PayPal donation page set up that allows you to donate $2, $3, $5, or as little or as much as you'd like to donate. Those are the options on the page. There's a link in the notes to this video, and there's also a QR code on the screen right now. I understand if you can't afford it. I understand if you don't think it's worth it. But if you do think this amazingly fun group that you and I have created here is worth the effort that I'm putting in and my admins and mods are putting in, and you can spare it, any small donation is going to go so far. It's going to go so far to allowing us to actually dedicate the time that we would require to keep that group going. 5-6 hours a day. Without it, it's gone. I'm not threatening to take down the page. I'm just saying it's getting really hard every day to put that time in. So if you've got some spare change and you think this is a worthwhile adventure that we're on, you know, this what I call the funniest city on the internet, because we're over 500,000 people, my friends. If you think that this is a worthwhile adventure, a worthwhile place, a fun place to be, and you've got that spare change and you wanna help us out, we would really appreciate any donation that you can make. As little as $2, and we're not asking for any more than $5. But if you can spare it, it's really easy to do. You just click that link, you just choose how much you want to give us, if you want to give us anything, and we will shout your names from the rooftop if you do make a donation. I'm so sorry for asking this. I'm so sorry for interrupting our video together, friends. Thank you for even considering this, my friends. Now I'm going to quit bothering you and let's get back to the video. All right, I appreciate you even considering that, and I appreciate just not pressing stop on the video once that started, if you even got past that. I really hope you're still here. You know, that's the most difficult thing that I have ever done, I think, is ask for a couple of bucks. I know it sounds like a little bit, but I don't like asking for anything. And here I am asking for money, which is it's the worst thing I think to ask for. And here I am. I'm not asking for a lot. I know I'm not. But if you can afford it, and if you can afford it, great, I'll accept it. But I am a little bit ashamed, but it's just the amount of time we're putting in there. We're trying to find some kind of balance. And by we, it's me. I do have some wonderful mods and admins, and of course, it would go towards them too. And you know what? We also have something else. We've got a store, and I'm very proud of the store. We've got some awesome products. I've been flashing this coffee cup in front of your face the whole time I'm doing this video, but let me just run our video for the store. It's gonna be real quick, I promise, and we'll be right back. Hey friends, I just want to quickly talk to you about the Well I Thought It Was Funny store. That's right, we've got some great products out there. We've got t-shirts, we've got hoodies, we've got coffee cups, we've got phone cases, and now we've got tote bags. Let me show you what we got, folks. Here, take a look at that. We've got that 3/4 sleeve rock shirt there. I love those things. That's what I'm wearing right now. We've got their standard t-shirt. That's a Gildan t-shirt. That's a high quality t-shirt. We've got our 15-ounce coffee cup. My gosh, look at that coffee cup. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Wouldn't you love to be sipping your coffee or tea from that? I think you would. Then we've got that phone case right there. And then we've got the hoodie. The hoodie of all hoodies. This hoodie feels like a hug. Check it out, my friends. And you know what else we have? Something that doesn't get talked about enough. We've got a tote bag. Why are we talking about a tote bag? Because our amazing member, Rose Glad, got her tote bag in the mail. She loves it, and check it out. That's right, not only is this tote bag great for your groceries, according to Rose, it is great for hauling around your rubber chickens. That's what I call an endorsement, my friends. That's the kind of an endorsement I like. Rose, you rock. You really bring it, Rose. Thank you so very much. That's the best endorsement I can have. So, folks, sorry for the interruption, but if you really want to help us out, check out our store. We've got something there for you. And if you do buy one of our products, we want to see a picture of you with it. Because you're beautiful people. We want to see you with our beautiful products. All right, back to the video. Well, if there's anybody still here after all that, I just want you to know I appreciate you. I appreciated you before the videos, and I appreciate you after those videos. So thanks for sitting through those. Thank you for even, considering either of those options. You know, I am proud of what we've created here, and I do like our coffee cups. I do like the products in our store. Talked enough about that, though. Big thing is, we're just growing. We're growing like crazy every day, and we're spreading humor. We're spreading laughter. It's my whole plan of the group is just to, post things that were funny, and that's what we're doing. And we're doing it on a scale I never imagined. And it's very humbling, very, very humbling. And like I said earlier in the video, at this number of folks, we're bigger than most cities. It's crazy. I mean, like I said, we're bigger than most cities, and I'll say it again because I think it's cheesy, but I like the way it sounds. Funniest city on the internet, population us, and let's keep growing. My friends in Australia, I'm so happy that we're so popular there to my friends all around the world, I'm just happy that you've deemed this a place that's worthwhile. And I am just rambling right now, and I do apologize. And sometimes it feels good to ramble. It's about something that you feel good about. But that said, you have to listen to it, right? So, I should just let you folks go for the day. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being here every day. And thanks for your posts. Thanks for your shares. Thanks for your likes. Thanks for just being interested in something that I created. Thanks for being awesome, folks. Have yourself a fantastic day. I'll see you again tomorrow. All love, my friends.